Hey everyone, this is J-Dog, and I'm here with another video. So, any of y'all that want to defend that vaccine for the Rona, if y'all still think y'all want to take it, because after this, you may want to think twice about taking that vaccine. Because apparently, what happened was, in San Diego, California, an ER nurse tested positive for COVID-19 8 days after, get this, receiving the Pfizer vaccine. And this is the nurse right here. This is the nurse. Wait a minute. Hold on. I thought, okay, his name is Matthew W. Yeah, he goes by Matthew W., I guess, in this article. Wait a minute. I thought vaccines were created to prevent things from happening to you. I thought this COVID-19, this Rona vaccine, I thought this vaccine was supposed to protect us from the virus. Apparently, it didn't protect this nurse. I wonder if he got the wrong doses, the placebo, or it just the vaccine don't work, period. And I wonder why that CEO said that he didn't want to cut in line. He probably realized that this vaccine didn't work, that this vaccine was nothing but a fraud. And yet, these are the same people that are trying to force our community, the black community, my community. These are the same people that want to force us to take the vaccine first. But apparently, according to this ER nurse, it didn't work. And I think I talked about, I don't know, if either a recent video or a live stream, that the vaccine wasn't going to work for a lot of people. I think that's what I said in a previous video or live stream. And other people have said in their videos that some of these people that the vaccine may not work on. And apparently, it didn't work on this guy. This guy is a nurse. Matthew W. This is a ER nurse. And he still got tested positive. 8 days. So San Diego ER nurse Matthew W. receives the vaccine virus on December 18th. He started feeling sick on Christmas Eve and went to get tested on December 26th. Matthew tested positive for coronavirus, but has since started to feel better. While it is surprising it to many, it's not unexpected, according to health experts who weighed in on the case. Well, let's look at this. A California nurse has tested positive for COVID-19. So what that article said, this is from the Daily Mail. Let's call it Rona. 8 days after receiving the vaccination. ER nurse Matthew W. received the Pfizer vaccine. That's from the one that the CEO said he wanted to cut in line. Vaccine on December 18th, according to a post from Instagram. I got my COVID vaccine the 15 minutes afterwards, sitting around with a bunch of others while health care workers asked us how we felt. Made me think of a autumn den. I'll report back if I start to grow a third arm, Matthew wrote. So he was kind of joking about the people being skeptic about the virus, saying that it's going to cause some weird side effect and stuff like that. Now back to the article. But on Christmas Eve, Matthew, who works at 2 different hospitals in San Diego, began feeling sick after working with a ship in the COVID-19 unit. Regulators of the Pfizer vaccine have found that the best immunity against coronavirus comes 7 days after the second dose, which is given 3 weeks after the first, meaning there is a possibility that someone who had received the vaccine could still contract the virus within that time frame. All patients need 2 doses of the vaccine and achieve immunity. Matthew told ABC 10 News that he got the chills before coming down with muscle ache and fatigue. On December 26, he went to the hospital to get tested for the virus and tested positive. And while it is surprisingly not expected, according to health experts who weighed in on the case, Dr. Christian Rammer, an infectious disease specialist with Family Health Center of San Diego, told the station it's not unsuspected at all. If you work through the numbers, it's actually what we'd expect to happen if someone was exposed. And if Matthew did contract the virus after the vaccine, it is still in line with what healthcare professionals know. They're just saying this because they realize that something may be wrong with the vaccine, that it may not work. So they're just saying all kinds of stuff like, it's expected. This could happen and stuff like that. They're probably trying to find a way to cover their tracks because they realize this vaccine may not work or it may do worse damage. All right. We know from the vaccine clinical trials that it's going to take about 10 to 14 days for you to start to develop protections from the vaccine. Rammer says. Rammer also said that he's aware of other cases where healthcare workers became infected around the time they received the vaccine. That first dose we think gives you somewhere around 50%, and you need the second dose to get up 95%, Rammer says. Matthew says he is feeling better since his symptoms appeared last week. The Trump administration's goal is to vaccinate the majority of the U.S. population in the first half of next year, has been thwarted by the slow rollout of the program, which the current rate is may take nearly 10 years to complete, according to news report. In other words, they were trying to get 20 million Americans to receive the vaccine by the end of this year. They only got up to 2 million. That's because of the slow rollout, and also because a lot of people don't trust this vaccine. They think something's wrong with it, and I do too. I feel this vaccine was rushed. And taking all those doses and stuff, you sure is not going to cause some damage? I still think it's too much. The flu vaccination doesn't take that much dosage, but you gotta be careful with some of this stuff. Taking all these dosages and stuff like that. Operation Warp Speed officials had promised over the last several months that 20 million Americans would receive the COVID-19 vaccine by the end of 2020, and 80% of the total population will be vaccinated by late June. However, data released by the Center of Disease Control Prevention, the CDC, shows vaccination efforts are moving at a slower pace than needed. It's with just 2.1 million Americans receiving their first dose out of the 11.4 million shipped earlier this month as Monday. I just found out that my doctor that I go to every few months, she says she's not going to bring in the vaccination to her office. So, cause she even she don't trust it. She said that she was going to wait a while because she even doesn't trust this vaccine. So you have doctors like my doctor that don't trust this vaccine. What makes you think the general population is going to trust this vaccine? And I think this Matthew guy should have think twice before trusting this vaccine. At this rate, it means more than 3 million people need to get vaccinated daily in order to meet the government's June deadline, according to NBC News analysts of the data on Tuesday. Alternatively, if vaxxers' effort continues at the current rate, it will take nearly a decade to vaccinate 80% per of the country 330.7 million residents by then, the report shows. So, even if you get vaccinated, you can still get the COVID. Now, this article is kind of off. I think they're trying to cover their tracks. They realize that this vaccine may not work. I saw a video the other day that this woman said that she took the vaccine and got Bell palsies, and she said she was warning people not to take this vaccine. Don't trust this vaccine. She said that the vaccine was the worst thing ever. Did you know that they got rid of that video off of Twitter? And then they said that it was a violation. My butt. Nah, they're trying to censor anyone who's anti-vaccine, like myself. They're trying to censor anyone who is skeptical about this vaccination, because they're trying to. I think I got a video coming up that I know that another YouTuber, shout out to this other YouTuber, I think it was Terrain Rain. He did a video on this subject about the desperation to try to get black people to take the vaccine and stuff like that. So look up for that upcoming video. Or you could check out his right now, but I'm probably gonna do a different video on that same article that he talked about on his video. But like I said, keep looking for it will come soon. But as far as this, this ER nurse still got tested positive after receiving that vaccine. That shows you that, y'all still want to take that vaccine now. I'm still not trusting this vaccine, especially with you have to do all this stuff is all happening and stuff. But that's all I have to say. I want to know what y'all think in the comment section. Write down in the comment section what you think. Write down in the comment section what you think. Be careful how you write your comments, especially if you're watching this video on YouTube, because any little thing that they don't like, they'll just consider it a violation and just either hide or remove your comment. Now, if you're trolling, then I'll be the one that removes your comment and then I'll block you. But I still want to know what you think in the comment section. Make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed, and hit that notification bell. Also, I'll leave links to my YouTube, Twitter, Black Junction page page, so where I post videos and other things. And you can click on these links and follow me, so you can know whenever I do another video or live stream. But that's all I have to say for now. This is J-Dog. Thank you for watching, and I hope to catch y'all in another video. Peace, everyone.